Who's Jackson? What's his name? Joe? Zach. No, it's just the league.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill sets up the screen to Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or to the ball.
You didn't get in there?
Oh.
Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his
Dude, you gotta work with each other, bro. It's old school.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ah, man.
Browns come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is caught complete. Gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Not too bad.
32, now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on this line, thrown complete. This will be taken at the 10. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. At the line and ready to roll. Well, they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives obviously inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out, failed to continue that strength.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
So I got one more game for me.
Now a play fake.
Mm-hmm.
That one into the hands of Baker right field. And that one just well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really figured with the Rams once he got there, it was invaluable, leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. For just shy of 15 yards on the play. Open man extended it 7 to 10. Takes it short. He gained 27 on the catch and run.
So that's what it's about going. Jeff just talked about completions at one thing. As long as we're there for him to catch and get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then the defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
For this offense in mid-season form here in the opener, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
So I'm here for the number.
After the first down sack, Tannehill, he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the hours have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On
field.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown. Ryan Tannehill. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game.
Bro.
It's all coming together so far.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Locates ETN along the sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Fant. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Noah Fant, 52 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action with Lawrence. On the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Well, I think that's an early glimpse as to why you take him number 1 overall. A big play there to come in and stop the run.
And this is where sitting next to you all these years really helps me out, because it's expanded my vocabulary. Because to me, that encapsulates all this organization likes about him. His ability to diagnose the play, then use his speed and athleticism to dart in and make the tackle.
Now on 2nd and 16, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Tannehill now to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones, 54 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. They'll roll it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Oh, good move. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, this is Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A slant to Jones. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Etienne up the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st down, Lawrence steps away to his left. Finds the open target, Arnold. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. A final shot now for Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.